Do I have Sarah here?
Yes.
Thanks very much. And is it Lance?
Yes.
Lance, you have a business in a particularly charming and beautiful part of England. Where is that, sir?
It's in Darwin.
Darwin. Now, the thing about Darwin, it's sort of thinly similar to Australia. Is that right?
It's Lancashire.
It's Lancashire.
Yeah.
Sort of similar people all know each other, that sort of thing. And you would drink from time to time in Lance's pub.
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
Lovely pub. What's the name of the pub?
The Anchor.
And the thing about the Anchor is it's an anchor to the community. People come in and drink and everybody knows everybody else, right?
Yes.
And did there come a time prior to Halloween where you would go to the pub with your friends and have one or two too many and, I don't know, end up in what some people might loosely describe as difficulty?
Yes, several times.
Understood. Things have changed a lot in your life since last Halloween, haven't they?
They have.
And I don't mean that you don't go trick-or-treating anymore. The situation is different now because what's happened to you, madam?
I'm pregnant.
Understood. And so, consequently, you aren't somebody that goes out drinking now?
I'm not, no.
Not at all. Point is, Lance, that Halloween is a very important festival, and I mean that in the truest sense of the word, for your pub, correct?
It is.
It is known both locally and, as far as I can gather, even nationally.
It is.
When I say you take it seriously, sir, roughly how much money do you spend each year decorating your pub?
Between £2,000 and £2,500.
A lot of money. The thing about it, sir, is that, quite understandably, it's Halloween. Nevertheless, some of the things that you put into this public space can be very frightening, correct?
Yes.
And it's true to say that you have had you've had reactions, especially from the children who have come and seen the display, albeit in the company of their parents, correct?
Yes.
What sort of things have happened?
We've had a couple clinging onto the door frame and refusing to come in. We've had a few kids getting upset at one or two of the props that we've had and their parents have had to take them home. We've had one or two adults upset with things that we've put in the pub as well.
Well, very upset, correct?
Yes.
So much so, from time to time, people have cried, am I right?
Yes.
Has anybody been physically sick looking at the exhibit?
Not just looking at them, no.
Understood. Now, this is important. Anybody of a nervous disposition, I suggest, in the strongest possible terms, that you look away now. Now, there are some strong images there. What exactly is that?
That's a witch being burnt at the stakes.
Right. Understood. And as we go around, there are sort of various things, but how long did it take you to put this display up?
It usually takes about 5 days to install.
What's going on there?
That's a vampire king with a child with its neck bitten, ripped out, and that's a cadaver in a coffin, the vampire bride.
Now, on the right-hand side, that's a zombie bride, I presume?
Yes, we had a zombie wedding set up in the pub with zombie bride and groom.
Understood.
Yes.
Mazel tov. Now, there is also a picture that I wanted to see because I have to tell you, it gives me an indication, truly, of the serious impact that this can have on people who come into this space. I think you provided me with a photograph. I'd like to see that photograph. I think it's in your pack. It's in an envelope.
Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. I've asked it to be put in an envelope because it's not for screen. Thank you very much, Michelle. Oh, goodness. Oh, my Lord. What's wrong with you?
People like to be scared.
Perhaps they do, sir. I have to tell you, these are completely terrifying images, and I want to be clear.
Thank you.
That I am no delicate flower, sir. You understand the type of legal practice I had.
Yes.
I dealt with extremely serious cases and have seen a great deal in my life. And I want to be clear, these are absolutely harrowing images. One of the images here that I can describe in the loosest possible terms is that there is a man who appears to be an image of Jack the Ripper holding a knife. Now, one of the concerns about that is your pub is shut at night time, but presumably these very lifelike figures are visible to the general public. Has that caused any issues at all?
We usually get a visit off the police around Halloween and off licensing from the local community council.
Well, what do you mean? Why are the police called?
Well, every now and then a member of the public will report something that they've seen or something that they think they've seen, and the local police do know us.
From time to time, the police show up thinking that there's someone in your pub with a knife. Only they don't show up to your pub around Halloween because they know it's part of the display. Is that right?
Yes.
That's actually happened.
Yeah, they've rung us up just to make sure before they came up that it was just Halloween and nothing had happened.
Now, because there are things that go on outside the pub, just as that picture shows. What is that picture showing, sir?
That's the lead singer of a band being delivered in a hearse. We couldn't think of a way for the lead singer to make a grand entrance, so we had him...
What about a Ford Cortina? Don't be stupid. Stay and watch the best Judge Rinder moments. And I'm talking. Understood? Don't be a moron. Subscribe to Judge Rinder YouTube channel. Right now. That's an order.